Welcome, Hats Campers. My name is Tate Hemmingson. My daughter Elliot cannot be here. This next to me is...
I'm Troy Nini, and this is my daughter Lexi.
Hi.
Over that way.
I'm Dylan Kahn, and this is my dad, Josh Kahn.
We'll be doing the Suns Camp Out.
There we go. We're here on the 7th grade kayaking adventure coming up here. Ellie and I will be doing the first camp out coming up on April 24th to 26th. Troy and Lexi will be doing the one Daughters Camp Out on May 2nd to the 4th. And
May 16th through 18th. The boys.
The boys, the next one for the boys. So, I'm going to walk you through the camp out a little bit, what to expect, what you can look forward to, and how much fun we'll have. So, this one is a great camp out. Love this one on. Been in the past couple of years. We've got a new location up in Camp Clawson in Oklahoma. It's on a beautiful, cool, lovely, clear, spring-fed lake in a nice meadow. Lovely location. This camp out here is going to be your introduction to kayaking. You've done canoeing down the river, canoeing in the lake, and now you're going to learn how to do a kayaking in the lake first and then go down a river. And the canoe, as you learned, was a communication device between you and your dad. The kayak is a little bit different. You're all by yourself. It's more of a balance device. You've got to figure out how to get balance in there. So the theme of our camp out is
Balance.
Well done. We're going to work through the basics of kayaking. We've got a great team, Kayak Power, who you'll get the privilege of meeting, comes and runs the next 2 kayaking campouts. They'll teach you everything about kayaking you need to know. If you've never been in a lake before, never been in a kayak before, they'll get you ready to go after a little while. Strokes, turns, everything, wet water exits, all that. We will have lots of fun spending all day Saturday pretty much on the water. We've got a wonderful camp out going, and we're looking forward to having you all come and enjoy. I'm going to turn it over to Dylan. He's going to tell you what all to bring.
All right. So, what should you guys bring with you on this camp out?
Well, when do we start planning, Dylan?
Well, we start
That's
planning
it.
right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Start packing, start planning.
So, in terms of clothing, just kind of bring general clothes for outdoor activities, dry fit shirts. Make sure to bring your hats shirts for whenever we're having the group photo. In terms of shoes, you can just bring like tennis shoes or like a hiking shoes, but whenever you're in the kayaks, you'll need closed-toed water shoes. So no sandals, flip-flops, Crocs are not okay. You need closed-toed water shoes. In terms of like gear, your tent, sleeping bag, sleeping pad, and then for water bottles, you'll need 3 gallons per person. I think that's the proper number. So it'll be 6 gallons total.
On the kayak? You need that much
No.
on the kayak?
In camp, you need 6 gallons.
But we need to bring water
But
out.
you need to bring water in a water bottle out onto the
Yeah,
kayak.
an Nalgene, and probably a little extra. We'll have some extra out there on
Yeah.
the site too.
Hats recommends 2 liters of water per day.
And we burn through it when you're out there on the water kayaking.
Yeah.
For sure. And then, so like, I know for me, I love wearing that rash guard shirt with the little hood
Yeah.
deal on it, Sandinista lick. It's great to have like full sleeves for me. I'm always most comfortable with that.
I
Yeah.
agree. I do the same thing.
Yeah,
so
that's a good point.
It's rash guards.
Hat shirts are good for the pictures, but not so much for the water. So feel free to bring those.
Yeah, rash guards just a lot more comfortable, especially with the PFD all day and with sunscreen on.
Yep.
Other things you'll need sunscreen, bug repellent, flashlights, any medications if you have it, EpiPens, etc., and then rain gear. And then for when you're in the kayak, you'll need a Coast Guard approved PFD. If you do not have one, we will have one provided for you. I think they're just a little...
Actually, the ones we bring on kayak are not
Oh, they're the
terrible.
good
Yeah.
ones. No, you're
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Yeah, so if
So-
you don't bring a PFD on this one, it's not like canoe where you get stuck in the orange PFD of shame.
No, they're nicer.
They're
they're
nicer.
nice.
They're nicer.
Yeah, the ones
PFDs.
Kayak Power provides. But if you bring your own, that's awesome too. Just make sure that it's Coast Guard approved.
Yep.
Yeah, and then bring towels, dry bag, and we also recommend, or actually hope, for this one that you will bring a cooler because we will be having lunch out in the field, not at the campsite.
Yeah.
So you'll need to either bring a cooler or some sort of sack lunch that you can just have kind of quickly.
But we're car camping in camp, right? So I mean,
Yes.
you can bring the whole kit if you want to bring it for comfortable in camp
Yeah, the cars will be accessible from the kayak location on Saturday.
Oh,
as
they-
well.
They will be. A caravan over, so yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on the water, should they bring their rain gear anyway?
On the water. Dylan gets awfully
I
wet
don't.
when he's in the kayak. I don't know about you guys.
I get wet anyway, personally.
If you don't bring it, it will rain on us, and we don't want that.
Well,
So
we're
just
gonna have
bring
games,
it just for
we're gonna
the,
have games outside of the water during the day when we're away. So it's just have your frog togs handy.
At least
right?
bring it.
It's good to have too, because if it rains, it can be a little bit chilly, and the jacket will actually keep you a little bit warmer with the rain jacket. Even if you're wet, it'll be a little bit warmer.
Yeah, I've been chilly in a kayak before,
Yeah.
for sure.
Right. Now, with me and schedule. So on Friday, we would like y'all to arrive between 3 and 8:30, preferably a little bit earlier than that. I mean, towards the early side, like 3, around there. If you do have to come later than that, please let us know. We're going to be starting activities around 8:45. If you do come late, we'll of course help you. Also Friday night, since we are going to caravan, we're going to decide who's driving with who Friday night so that it's easier. We don't have to wake up early on Saturday and figure out where everyone's going. That being said, Saturday, we're going to be waking up at 7 a.m. for breakfast, then circling up at 8 to have morning activities and group photos. And then we're going to caravan to the lake to kayak around 9 a.m. So before then, you can pack all your lunch for the day because we will be eating lunch there. Also, since we are caravanning over there, we'll have our cars with us where we're kayaking. So better be over-prepared than under-prepared. Bring extra clothes, extra sunscreen, water bottles. You can bring your cooler, like they said, snacks, lunch, all that jazz.
Do y'all bring towels to dry off? Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
Towels, whatever you need, whatever. We'll have first aid kits and stuff if you want to bring extra, whatever you want to bring. And we'll have lunch at, 12:30, and then we'll play more games and do more kayaking, and then we'll head back to camp around 5, where we'll start lighting the charcoal at 6 and having dinner, and then doing our usual Saturday night routine around the campfire. And then Sunday we will have breakfast at 7:30 a.m. with morning activities per the usual. And then at 10:15 we'll have breakout and warm up, wrap up, sorry guys, wrap up the weekend by 11:30. And as we're about to go over non-negotiables, but if you need to leave early or you're coming late, just let us know all that stuff.
Big time communicate about that. That's definitely important to us. So the non-negotiables, I don't know, I'm not a big rules guy, right? I mean, I hate being told what to do, but I know that that's non-negotiables are here, not only for my safety and for my son's safety, but also so that we can fulfill the mission, growing relationship, communication, and leadership through adventure with our dads. So that's why we do it. We have a purpose and intent. The 18-inch rule, obviously, is a safety rule with our organization, but it's also to enhance communication. We give a little variance to that out on the water. Dylan doesn't tend to like it when I'm 18 inches away from him in a kayak, do you? Like a little space. A little space.
Might get a little splash if you're that close.
Sometimes there's some splashes. But part of what we're doing here on the Balance weekend is we're starting to separate a little bit. 7th graders starting to grow in your own space. But we are very serious about the 18-inch rule when we're in camp, and certainly when we're just out of the boats, toe in the water, PFD's on, and we want dads close to sons. It's not just like go splash around in the water and be crazy. We'll have a lot of fun, but we do encourage safety during the same time. Certainly hats, no alcohol. You know that. We've been doing this a long time. It's a no alcohol organization. No electronics. We'll have waterproof cameras for you. We will be taking tons of pictures. Our leadership will be wearing themselves out to get pictures of you in every possible angle, doing all kinds of awesome things. And so don't worry about need for a phone out on the water. We've got your back. Certainly no pets. We don't do that. No firearms, and nothing to really defend yourself from when you're out on the water except maybe getting splashed.
Definitely no firearms.
Yeah. And then, as Lexi said, if you do have to leave early in an unplanned way, we just ask you to let us know so that we're not out being stupid trying to find you. And if you have to leave early in a planned way, please let us know so that we can help you coordinate that and get the most out of your time there, as well as make the most out of everybody else's time there. Kind of the last thing, this is kind of a big deal. I know we're a long ways away up in Davis. I mean, we've driven further for other adventures, but this one's not right around the corner. I appreciate that everybody wants to get home on Sunday. You're tired, you've been out in it for a couple of days, you're dirty. Please don't pack up early. It sends the wrong signal. If you'll just bear with us, we will have you done between 11 and 11:30, promise. You guys be done between 11 and 11:30?
Oh, yeah.
We will,
I think maybe
100%.
like 5 p.m.
Yeah, no. Between 11 and 11:30, we are wrapping. We are done. And, just take the time to be fully present and then pack at 11:30. Get everything thrown in your car, go home and have fun. So that is the non-negotiables. Troy. Did I miss anything?
I think you got everything.
That's it.
Yeah,
Did it pretty well.
So I want to talk about directions and some safety information. As was mentioned, we're at probably a new location for you. You may not have ever been there. It's Camp Clausen. It's a YMCA camp. The address is 10840 Main Camp Road in Davis, Oklahoma, 73030. I've been camping there before, but again, to Waze, it'll take you right to it without any issues. As was mentioned, this is about a 2-hour drive from the HATS headquarters. You go straight up I-35, then you exit 51 to Murray County Road, then merge onto US 77. But like I said, if you put it in Waze, you should be able to get there without any issues.
Is this right by the fried pie place?
It is by the
Oh, we
fried
need to
pie.
go.
What a coincidence. Guess we have to stop by.
Fried pie and barbecue, I believe.
We need to go.
Yes. So as normal, we will have a safety team on the campout, and they will have already pre-planned their route to go to Arbuckle Memorial Hospital. That is the hospital that we are going to go to. It's about a 20-minute drive away. We don't plan on having to need that at all because we're going to follow the non-negotiables. We're going to be safe. We're going to have a lot of fun. But if anything does happen, we're going to be ready.
Be prepared.
They're also going to be watching and monitoring the weather because in Texas, Oklahoma, this time of year, we can have some fun weather. But if everybody brings their rain gear, then we'll have sunshine. As usual, if anything goes wrong, just find a red hat. There'll be lots of red hats on the campout. We are really looking forward to it. This is going to be a great weekend. This is absolutely one of my favorite weekends that there are. Kayak Power and the kayaking is just a ton of fun. You're going to have a really good time. So just remember those non-negotiables. Remember everything Josh said about not packing up. And the last thing I want to remind you of is since you do have a 2-hour drive, start the conversation early. Don't waste it. That's a great time to begin that conversation and grow that relationship with your dad.
Love it. I'm all about it.
Very
All
good,
right.
very good
And
tip
really
there.
the only other thing that I would add is if you need anything at all of us here that are leading your adventure weekends have extensive experience in kayaks. We've all done it over and over and over. We love kayaking. That's why we're leading this camp out. So if you have any questions or thoughts or anything that are just, they're no dumb questions. You know, if you're just wondering about what to pack, or if you're just like, man, I've never done this camp out before, and I got to be able to pull this off. I'm 300 pounds. Can you fit me in a kayak? The answer is yes. We'll figure it out. Just holler at us, and we'll do anything we can to help you. Our phone numbers are on the packet, our emails are on the packet, and as I said, anything you need at all, we're here for you up to the weekend and all through the weekend.
For sure, for sure. And to add on that too, the Kayak Power guys are great. If you haven't been kayaking before, if you have no experience, you're concerned, whatever, they'll get you set up, they'll get you figured out. Try one boat out, you don't like it, try another one out. All kinds of boats, especially on this camp out too. So they're just a lot of fun. They have a lot of fun all day Saturday. You'll be out there all day just having a blast and won't want to leave. So really great camp out and looking forward to having everybody with us. Thank you.